There we go. So again, hi guys, and welcome to tonight's webinar. My name is Frazer Brookes. Again, excuse the scruffy outfit. I'm absolutely shattered. I've got massive jet lag. My body clock is 6 hours ahead, so technically it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm absolutely goosed. I've been non-stop all day. But today I wanted to talk to you about a few steps and a few things that I do on social media to be able to have built my team in the past of over 22,000 people across many, many different countries. And it was very interesting because a few weeks ago, an email got sent to me from Eric Worre. And what I say from Eric Worre, it was a standard email to Eric Worre's list, and basically saying anyone who's built their business using social media, give us a shout, contact me because we want to hear from you. And I replied to it, said, hey, yeah, I'm open to having a conversation. That's all cool. So anyway, a woman called me. And the woman, she's an absolute legend. We connected so fast. And she's done a lot of ghostwriting for Tony Robbins. She goes to Fiji a lot for Tony Robbins' events. And she's now helping Eric with a new project. So, and you might, for those of you guys who tune into Eric's stuff, you might actually already be aware of what's going on. So Eric Worre at the moment is basically, he's working on a new project and he's going to announce it at the GoPro event. And he mentioned it on a little video that he did recently. They blasted out on Facebook. And he's calling it, the thing he believes is calling it the social media mastery. So it'll be very, very similar to his GoPro, but it'll be to do with social media, how to build your network marketing business through social media. So you can imagine the conversation I had with this woman who called me, because that's just basically what I'm all about and what I've been starting on this path over the last 3 months or so. So I shared her with her about all that information, and we just had a great conversation. She said she's spoken in between 70 and 80 people, and she actually recommended me to Eric to do something very, very special. I cannot reveal what that is yet, because it's not all confirmed. If it is confirmed, it'll be the biggest thing I've ever done in my entire career, my entire life, apart from obviously being born and meeting my girlfriend. It will be the third biggest thing that has ever happened to me in my entire life. And I'll be nervous for it, but I'll also be excited. But nothing's confirmed, so I can't go into it. So what I'm going to talk to you about is, first of all, the setup on Facebook. And I know a lot of you guys who are listening to this have already gone through it, but don't worry, it's going to be a little recap. What not to do, the absolute things of what not to do, speaking to people, and then finding and attracting different people. Okay, and then at the end, I'll introduce you to a group where we go through different things, different things we're going to be doing on there and all that sort of stuff. So, with that being said, I'm going to share my screen. Let me jump over to Facebook, and let's just quickly get that. And that's what we're going to be doing. So, share screen. There we go. Right, so I hope you guys can see my screen. I'm sure you can. So to start with the Facebook facelift. So everything in life starts with a plan, and starts with setting things up. You've always got to build the foundation. Now, this is what I want you to understand with Facebook. Your profile page, your personal profile page, is basically your social media capture page. Now, for those of you who don't know what a capture page, a landing page, or a squeeze page is, it's basically something where someone would go onto the website, and then what they would do is they would see a heading saying, hey, get this app for free, or whatever it might be, and then a video, and then there'll be a button saying, click here to get access, whatever it might be. Now, that is the same as what's going to be happening here. So you're going to be doing certain things, positioning yourself to basically capture everybody who comes over to your page. So you're going to be setting that up. So there's 8 points, and we're going to go through them really, really quickly. Number 1, understanding who your target market is. Number 2, your profile picture. Number 3, your cover photo. Number 4, the about me section. Number 5, removing any spam. Number 6, understanding what time to post. Number 7, understanding what to post. And number 8, using as many photos, images, or videos as possible. It's not particularly in that order, but those are the 8 things. If you want, you can go to freefacebookfacelift.com. And on there, you're going to be able to basically do a personalized one with me. I might not be able to do it in the next week or so. Definitely not in the next 2 or 3 days, simply because I'm honestly, my head, and you'll probably be able to hear it on the webinar, my head is all over the place, and it's real tough for me to focus at the moment, especially when it comes to really, really detailed trainings like this. So, other things, what not to do, okay? So once you've set things up, it's very important to understand what you shouldn't be doing, because you only have one chance at this. And the majority of people that I've come across now that have joined the network marketing business, I'm just going to basically press stop share so I can see you guys again. The majority of people that have come across network marketing, I've noticed a lot of people go, wow, if I join, I've got 3,000 friends on Facebook. Oh, if I can get 10%, 20% of those people to join my team, I'm going to have in between 300 and 600 people in my business. And what's that going to mean? It's going to mean I'm going to make $10,000 a month. Woohoo! I cannot wait to get started, right? Don't work like that, guys. It doesn't work. Number one is only about 5%, if not less now, of people that when you actually post something will actually see what you've posted, okay? Very important. Facebook consistently always are destroying things by changing the algorithms. Here's the clever thing. They're destroying things for personal people like us, but what they're doing is they're making it so much better and more efficient for business profile pages. So for businesses who actually have to pay for their posts to be seen, that's why Facebook's income and revenue is just going up and up and up and up and up. And to be fair, well done to them. They've created a free platform. They can do that. But for us, it just means we have to be a little bit smarter and a little bit more wise to when we're posting things on Facebook. So what not to do, okay? It's very important not to mention the name of your company or mention the name of your products, okay? Very important to do this, because what will happen is people will go do their own research. We live on an internet world now. We live in a Google world where everyone does everything through Google. Let's be honest. So if you're promoting, let's say company X product Y, what a great name for a company, right? We're going to call it company X product Y, and say, hey guys, my skin feels so much better with this product Y. You need to check out some. People are going to go onto Google and they're going to type in product Y, and then it's going to go product Y overpriced. Buy it on Amazon. Use this free app because it's cheaper on there. Check out this scam review. Blah 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 blah. And people are going to go, oh no, I don't want to try that product. I've heard people, they've grown hair on their face because they've been using it, or they've got extra wrinkles instead of less wrinkles. All right, so on and so forth. So you don't want to give people. You want to basically create a closed wall, like a garden. And they can walk around the garden all happy, all nice, sunbathe, and see all the flowers and really have a good time. But at the end of the day, they can't escape that. And for the only reason for them to escape, there's a door, and you hold the key. And the key to open the door, on the other side of the door, there's two doors. There's either, no, it's not for me, I'm okay, or yes, it is for me. Let's get moving, let's get building, all right? So don't mention the name of the company either, because if you mention, hey, I'm involved in company X, people are going to go onto Google, type in company X and see scam, join me, I'm a top leader, video from top leaders. And people, if they're involved in network marketing and they're looking to get involved in another company, they will contact other network marketers, okay? It's happened to me with obviously the previous company. It happened to me time and time again. People contacted me and said, Frazer, I want to join your team. I've heard about you. And I said, no, you can't. You've got to contact the company. And first of all, you've got to contact the person who introduced you. But I didn't have anyone introduce you. I just come across it. Okay, that does happen from time to time. But even still, I wanted to go through the proper method. So I referred them to the company. The company basically did their research and sometimes said, yeah, they haven't spoke to anyone. Feel free to go ahead with it. But imagine if they weren't me. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm the most honest and transparent person in the world, but I like to think I am. That's what I strive myself on. And some people might not think that, and so be it. But that is the truth. If that's me, that's just who I am. I do my very, very best to do that. And it's very important to do that. If anyone comes to you and says, hey, I want to join your team, always ask them, hey, who introduced you to this? Hey, was it one of your friends? Or, hey, how did you see my post? if they're honestly, and you can find out that you've got new mutual friends with them, that they're involved in your business and all that, go for it. Go sponsor that person. There's no problem with that. So, third thing not to, don't post your company name, don't post your product name, don't post any links. And I mean any links. So, here's the interesting thing. I did a test, literally, and some of you guys would have seen it. So on Facebook yesterday, I announced this this kind of training. I didn't do it a very good way because I learned a lesson, and I always teach this lesson, but I didn't listen to it myself. Now, whenever you post a YouTube link or an exterior link on Facebook, unless you're paying for that post, for instance, in a business post, they don't like that link going out. So, for example, I'm sorry if I'm going all over the place tonight, guys. I'm a little bit goosed. So, for example, I posted this photo, text, very short amount of text, an image, and 194 people liked it. Okay, so 194 people liked it, absolutely great. Then I posted this, where we see more, loads of, a lot of text, no link, but there was originally a link, and look, 56 people liked it. Now, I then edited it. It was about 10 people liked it. I then edited it and put the link in the comments. So I know the guys that are on this webinar listening, apart from the ones who had trouble getting on, I know you guys have gone to great measures to check out, you've read this and you've seen the link and you've clicked the link. So congratulations. That's why I'm prepared to do these trainings for you guys. And that's why I didn't want to blast the link out. I wanted to kind of do a little bit of a test to be able to do this. So with that being said, if you post links out to YouTube, to Zoom, to GoToMeetings, to company websites, whatever, there'll be less and less and less people viewing that post, because Facebook don't want you leaving their website. They don't want you to go over to a competitor website or go into another website and then find yourself onto Google and Google getting more traffic and then being the number one website in terms of traffic. They don't want that to happen. Okay, so you just got to think outside the box and always be clever about what you're doing. So with that being said, wow, can't wait for tonight's webinar. Picture of you by your computer, thumbs up, smiles, whatever it might be. And then check the link for the comments. And in the comments, write a little spiel. And then under that, put the link in. It works much better. But do not post the link to any company websites that mention the name of the company or the name of the product. I see this time and time again. People just go link, 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 link. Don't work. Also, don't try and pitch people on the public domain. That's number 4. Don't say, hey, in the comments, this is an amazing opportunity. This is what it is. Go to this link, blah, 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 blah. Say, hey, I'll send you a private message, and speak to people privately. The reason why you want to do this is you want to be in control of who's seeing the information. If you post a link out there and 100 people click on it, you have no idea who's clicked on it. Let's say it's a squeeze page and 10 people subscribe to it or enter their information. You don't know that you've got 1 in 10, okay, unless the system gives you that information, which would be great. So, and if you've got a system like that, that's really good. That's internet marketing 101, so to speak. Your mobile income didn't have that, unfortunately, but that's for another conversation. It was a very basic one. So you want to be able to say, hey, this is what the opportunity is about. Go over to this link to check out more. All right, go over to this link to check out more. I love this right now. Is my favorite thing to do for any of you guys who are involved in a business online and you can build it all on your mobile phone. This is what I want you to start using. This is brilliant, right? And it works for all businesses, in my opinion. And I want to read it word for word. It's just genius. If I knew a way that you could make money right from your mobile phone, your smartphone, from anywhere in the world, would you want me to tell you about it or keep it a secret? All right, one more time. If I knew a way that you could make money right now from your mobile phone, from anywhere in the world, would you want me to tell you about it or keep it a secret? I think that's just genius. You could say that in your pitch, you could put a post out there saying that, and at the end of it, saying, like this, if you want the information, if you want to know the secret, whatever. And then you direct message that person with some information, or say, hey, I can't speak right now, but are you free at 6 o'clock tomorrow to have a chat? What's your number? Simple. Always, always, always look to set the appointments. Right. So moving swiftly on, I know I'm rambling a bit now. Speaking to people. Now, before you want to find and attract people, you've set things up. So you've set your profile up. You kind of all clear on that. You know what not to do. So you've basically set yourself up to win. You're going to avoid the landmines, and now you're going to know how to speak to people in a proper way, not to scare them off. Now, 3 conversation rule. I know other people have mentioned this in the past. Big trainers have mentioned this as well, but this is something I've been doing for 3, maybe 4 years. Now it's probably close to 4 years that I've been doing this now. And very, very important to do this. Make sure you speak to that person 3 times in a row without mentioning anything to do with business. Without mentioning anything to do with business before you then talk to them about business. This is what's going to happen. So there's 2 scenarios. Scenario number 1, and Bong's on this webinar. Bong's a legend. I love him. He's awesome. So I'm going to use Bong as an example. So, hey, Bong, yeah, great to be connected with you here on Facebook. Just wondering if you'd be interested in joining a business with me, network marketing business with me. Chances are 99 times out of 100, that person's going to go, no, get lost, or something around that, yeah? It could be, if they're really interested in network marketing, hey, yes, send me some information. But 9 times out of 10, that's going to be a polite response. But if I go the other way, hey, Bong, great to be connected. How are you today? All right. So you go, yeah, I'm good. How are you? Good to be connected. Yeah, I'm good. Cool. How was your weekend? What are you up to? What are you doing this weekend? What do you do for work? What do you do for your recreation? What do you do in your spare time? Have you got a family? Where do you live? Where are you based? What are your dreams? Again, I use the Ford principle: family, occupation, recreation, and dreams. Okay. Always follow down that path. Have a bit of a structure and make notes. Make notes on every single person you speak to. So the first time you spoke to them about all that, if it's going to be a flowing conversation. Sometimes it's not a flowing conversation. The second time, you're going to basically talk to them about those things. So, hey, what did you think of the week? How did you enjoy your weekend? Did you spend it with your family? How did little Chris get on with his skiing lessons? How did you get the chance to play on the golf course? Yes, blah, blah, blah. Then number 3, the third conversation, you're then starting to kind of get the ball rolling. They might then come to you and say, hey, how are you doing? How was your weekend? And you just banter with them back and forth. You'll notice a common ground that you start speaking to. I try and bring up things that I'm very passionate about. For instance, Liverpool Football Club, traveling, golf, skiing, those sort of things. And if I can connect with someone, network marketing is another one. If I can connect with someone on that level, then great. Happy days. All right. So this is what I want you to focus on, the 3. Don't speak to anyone about the business until 3 things. And then what I want you to do is I want you to take the conversation from online to offline. And there's 2 ways. There's meeting them face to face, which is great, but a bit risky because it's a little bit like going on a blind date in a sense. If you meet someone online, for instance, and then you basically go and meet them for a drink, you don't know what it's going to be like. It's a bit scary because people on text are a lot different on people on the phone. My dad is a beast on the phone, but when he texts how he speaks, and he can come across very blunt, and it could come across arrogant or rude, but that's not who he is. That's just not. Those of you who know him, you'll appreciate that. Whereas I have got a set of skills where I can speak to people by text, probably because I'm fast at texting. I'm like, blah, 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 which is great, but I use a lot of audio notes as well. So the second way, instead of meeting up face-to-face and using a lot of time, if you live in London and you have contacts in London, great, you can meet them after work, whatever it might be. But the second way is from taking it from Facebook chat to WhatsApp calls, Facebook calls, Skype calls. I highly recommend Facebook calls because it'll boost up your Facebook edge rank with that person. And if you're speaking to them on Facebook already, carry on the conversation on Facebook and just get to know them a little bit better. And always focus on this, and you should write this down. The person who gives the most value wins. So if you're in network marketing and you have got a product or a service that can seriously help someone, or you're in network marketing and you have a training that could help someone, or you're in network marketing, you know of an event that's coming up, talk to them about that. Talk to them about, hey, there's an amazing event coming up. There's great trainings coming up. Did you know about it? Have you read this, and this? And straight away, that person, if they haven't, they'll be like, oh, wow, you've been so helpful, right? And then after that, so you spoke to them 3 times, you spoke to them offline, you've got a great relationship with this person, because honestly, it happens with everyone, apart from the people that maybe you can't relate to, and that just happens in life. You can't relate to everyone. And then in time, you're going to say, hey, I know we've been chatting for a while. I think you'd be really good at something I'm involved in. Would it be okay if I shared, would it be okay if I shared a link with you? Would it be okay? That's what Big Al says us to do. If you're in the line of the dinner queue, say, hey, would it be okay if I just squeezed in here? Everyone says yes. So you're going to send the information, then you're going to follow up. What you're always going to do is you're never going to burn a bridge with that contact, ever. And because in this industry, everyone develops so fast that person who's a dud could end up being a stud one day. So there's no point in burning a bridge. And what you want to do is every 30, 60, or 90 days, however busy you are in your network marketing business, I tend to do in between 60 and 90 days, you're going to contact that person if the conversation's not flowing, saying, hey, been a while since we caught up. How's it going? Okay. And in time, you're going to be having someone that you're going to follow up with every single day. Or you might just be saying, hey, I'm just going to do this every Saturday. You're going to have 10 people that you follow up with and catch up with every single Saturday. And that's awesome. That's absolutely brilliant. And you've got more people to speak to. So I've spoke to you about setting things up, what not to do. I've spoke to you about speaking to people. Speaking to people is very, very important that you do this right. Always focus on, I'm not allowed to speak to them about the business for at least 3 conversations. I'm not allowed to speak to them in business until I've spoken to them verbally as well. So they've heard my tone, hear my passion, hear my belief, and also hear the value that I can share with them. Okay? Last thing is finding and attracting people. Now, I asked the guys at an event we did about a month ago now. A month ago, wow. 3 weeks ago? I think it was 3 weeks ago. Anyway, in Coventry, it said, write a list of everybody you know and have come across that's basically, let's have a look. Write a list of people that you've come across who's a person of influence, whether it's an author, a speaker, a celebrity, a coach, whatever it might be. And what you're going to do is you're going to come over here, you're going to search on their page. And this is just, honestly, it's just brilliant. This is what I do on a daily basis. And this is why I've got right now when did I get back from Kazakhstan? I got back from Kazakhstan less than 48 hours ago. And in the last 48 hours, look at the number of people that have added me. Okay, let's go from the bottom. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. So let's go. I'm just going to go from the bottom. So, okay, so all of these people, a lot of them I don't have mutual friends with. A lot of them I do have mutual friends with. All those people have added me. And then when I add them, I reach out to them and they always reply to me. Because here's the difference. If I go and add you, right, and you haven't got a clue who I am, right? So I've added you, don't know who I am, and they say, hey, Bong, great to be connected with you. Bong's going to think, who's this guy and why is he connecting with me? However, if I attract people to me and I say, hey, Bong, great to be connected with you, Bong's going to go, hey, Frazer, great to be connected with you too. Saw a post that you did on blah, 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 blah. That was awesome. Thought I'd connect with you. Like connecting with like-minded people. It works a billion times better. Because if you want to try and find someone and connect with someone yourself, it's way harder. You need to attract people. So I'm going to come down here and I'm just going to basically find a post that I like and I can relate to. That's a shared one. Let's go. We have a way for people to become an entrepreneur. So I'm going to not like it. I'm going to wow it. So straight away, 200 plus people have liked it. Less than 10 people have loved it. And 1 person has wowed it. Absolutely brilliant. Now I'm going to come in here. We have a way for people to become an entrepreneur. Absolutely. So can't wait to learn more about the entrepreneurship at the GoPro Recruiting Mastery event in a couple of weeks. Always understand nobody knows everything about anything. Learn, learn, learn. Right? How long has that taken me, guys? How long has that taken me? Nobody? Is nobody one word? Oh, wow. I use this thing called Grammarly. My English is not great, so it's a website called Grammarly. It's absolutely amazing. Grammarly. I know I'm giving you a ton of value here, guys. I wasn't expecting to do this amount of training, but I thought, you know what? You guys have turned up. You deserve it. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys. So here we go. So Grammarly, it's an app you can download. Grammarly for Chrome. Just press install. It'll do it. And then what it's going to do is whenever you type anything, it's gonna basically give you little red marks. So you can see a little green thing here, which means everything's fine. And it's just really good. If you're involved in network marketing, you seriously need to use it, because if you can't type and you misspell things, people will find you out and they won't appreciate it, although it's not your fault. So just use Grammarly. It's absolutely fine. Now, what's going to happen is I'll do this on a number of different posts. I'll do it on Darren Hardy, Robert Kiyosaki, Eric Worre, Ray Higdon, whatever. And I'm adding value to their communities, because if anyone comes onto this post, is what they're going to see. They're going to go, wow, I love that. 45 people have shared it. It's only been up for an hour. 45 people have shared it. They're going to go show attachments. They're going to click on the photo. What's going to happen is my post is right at the top. Okay, I'm going to like it myself. So there's already one like, so it's one of the top posts. Then people are going to go, oh, who is this guy? I like what he said. Oh, he looks professional. He's on a mission to help as many network marketers set their business on fire using social media. I would love to know how to do that. And then guess what? There's an add friend button here. They're going to press add friend, and guess what's going to happen? I've got someone else that I can add onto my list and I can speak to. Now, don't get me wrong. There's two types of people you're going to be speaking to. There's going to be people that are already in your team and already in your business, or already in the company you're involved with, or product that you're involved with. So you can't pitch them. But you say, hey, great to be connected with you. How are you today? They might be like, yeah, I'm great. I'm part of your company X team. Okay. So if that happens, great. Then you say, awesome. How can I help you? Can we help each other? Are you going to the next event? Always promote the events and trainings. And yeah, simply do that. Or there's the other person who's involved in another network marketing company. Now you'll see, and I'm going to go back to share my screen. I'm sorry, guys, if you're starting to feel seasick, because I'm going all back and forth. One thing I never, ever deal with anymore is people saying, oh, network marketing's a pyramid scheme. Here's why. Frazer Brookes, this is the first thing people see. It's nearly 50% of the page in terms of height. Frazer Brookes, professional network marketer. Professional network marketer. Second, on a mission to help as many network marketers. Okay. Next thing, Diamond Affiliate at network marketing professional. So everybody who's adding me and stuff, they are knowing, because they've seen all this information, they know that I'm in network marketing. So guess what happens? They don't add me if they don't like network marketing. Great, because I don't want them anyway. And if they are in network marketing and they're in another company and the timing's right for them to move, guess what? I've just got someone into my team who has been in network marketing before, and they've got basic skills. They might have some bad habits, but they've got basic skills, which I can mold to create a monster network marketer. Something happened to me yesterday evening where a guy based in Brazil, got a team of 16,000 people, has done some monster companies and reached the top of the pay plan in a lot of companies, reached out to me through a friend of mine who's also in the business I'm involved in, and said, you know what? I've always wanted to build my business using social media. You look like you know what you're doing. I want to transition my team. Great. If he transitions 1% of the 16,000, 160 people, as long as he does it ethically and honestly, great. Absolutely love it. Welcome him with open arms, as long as he does everything right. And as long as we can teach people everything right. So guys, that's what I wanted to teach you. Now, last thing, share my screen. This is the last time I share my screen, I promise you. Well, I promise you. I hope it is anyway. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to come over to Ignitability Community, and you can add yourself to this group. It's a small group. There's 285 people. It's only been going for about a month or so, just a little bit longer than a month. And it's facebook.com/groups/ignitability. So /groups/ignitability. You can come on here. It should say join or join group. I'll accept you. Don't worry about that. You can add anybody that you know that's in network marketing, anyone in your upline, crossline, downline that you think would benefit from these sort of tips. And these sort of trainings will be happening on a more frequently basis. But I'm not going to be mentioning it at all on my public domain anymore. It's only going to be to the people in this group. So if you want to learn more, the next time I do one of these groups, it's going to have to be a certain minimum number of people register for them. So yeah, the more people we get on the groups, the more trainings I will end up doing. So again, that's facebook.com/groups/ignitability. So guys, with that, I really hope you got value with that. Feel free to send me a message, private message, if there's anything you need me to cover on future, future webinars, future hangouts, whatever it might be. If you've got any questions, just ask me. Don't hear different people's words and views on different people. Just ask the person direct. Understand their story in terms of this. So yeah, really appreciate everyone's time tonight. I always appreciate you guys. I'm blessed. God bless to you all. Love you all, and I'll see you very soon. The recording will go on that group, by the way, nowhere else. So see you soon, guys. Bye bye.